Have you ever wondered to yourself as you're reading a self-help book or as you're watching a YouTube video or signing up for a course that you think to yourself, I know all this information already. These are not news to me. I've already know these basic stuff. So why am I not getting rich? Why am I not reaching my own financial goal? Has that happened to you? Or have you ever wondered or wished that all these successful people would just show you step by step, strategy by strategy on how they start off and how they get to where they are today? If you did, then stay tuned. Because today I'm going to share with you some clear difference on why successful people are, well, successful. Hi, I'm Melanie, and in this channel I reveal all my tips and secrets on how I achieve financial freedom before the age of 30. Now before we begin, if I could just kindly get you to click that like button down there until it changes color to help with the YouTube algorithm, because the more like a video gets, the more YouTube will spread it to the rest of the world, and the more we can spread the good news of financial freedom to others. Now the first clear difference from someone who is successful and someone who is not is how they react in times of fear and uncertainty. Now, everybody have a moment of fear and uncertainties, but how you react to it can make or break your financial dream. The one thing that most successful people manage to do is to overcome the paralyzing fear that they have and turn it into action. To become successful in anything, you have to take risks. You have to. And you have to take that step even though you feel fear and uncertainty about the future. Now, a few tips that I like to share with you that personally helped me to overcome this sort of fear and this sort of uncertainty that is stopping me from taking action is that I embraced what I cannot change. So if the environment is obstructing me and there's nothing that I can really do to change it, I just embraced it. I embraced it fully, even with fear and even with uncertainty. I acknowledged it. And after I acknowledge it, I just think less about it. I just don't think about what if as much. I just do it. So if you think less and you just plunge and take the action anyway, you will realize that once you take the first step, you're going to take the second step and you're going to take the third step. As long as the situation is changing, you will find ways and find solutions along the way. So preempting it, preempting the fear and preempting what if this happened, what if that happened, it's not, well, in my opinion, it's not helpful because you're anticipating what might potentially not even happen. So what I do in situations like this is I just calm myself down, accept that these are the things that I can't change, and what I'm planning to do, I just plunge and not think too much about the worst case scenario and just take the step. And as I take the step, I will evaluate the situation and change accordingly. Now, the next difference that a lot of successful people have in common is that they are both a dreamer and a realist. So there is no point having all these good and big goals when you're not realistic about what the current situation is. So most successful people will dream big, but at the same time, they would have realistic strategizing steps to get to their final goals. Because success is mostly 10% goal setting and 90% strategizing and action taking to reach that ultimate goal. If you're just blindly optimistic and not really realistic about strategizing your steps to get there, you'll have a really hard time acting accordingly and reaching your financial goal. Now, another key difference that all successful people will understand is that they understand the value of time. And they don't just understand it, they completely grasp the concept of it. Every successful people will understand that time is the most valuable thing and the only resources that once you lose it, you will never get it back. And just understanding it alone is not enough. They understand it and fully utilize it. Therefore, most successful people you will find do not like to waste time. They do not like to waste time fearing about what if. They do not like to waste time thinking, contemplating, and being indecisive, because to them, time is so valuable. They work long hours not because they like to work long hours, because they understand how valuable time is, and if you lose it, you lose it. They also understand that time is not on their side. No matter how young you are, time is always not on your side. And if you don't act quickly enough, you will end up regretting it. Now, because they truly understand and grasp the idea of time is of the essence here, they normally make decisions on a very timely manner, no matter how big or small those decisions are. Now, the next key difference about successful people is that they can weather the storm and they never get too comfortable. So a lot of people give up too soon, not just in time of difficulty that they give up too easily, but also when times that things are getting quite comfortable and they're in that zone of they're living quite comfortably, they are quite happy, they're not quite ideal as what they want, but they're just very comfortable, and hence they give up trying. Whereas in comparisons to a lot of successful people, what you will find is that they will never give up in times of hardship, but not only that, they will constantly push themselves to a zone where they're not very comfortable with. So they always want to try different things, they always want to try something new, they always want to learn something different, they always want to take risks, and being comfortable is uncomfortable for them. If you like this video so far, don't forget to smash that bell notification button right now, because next week I'll teach you some step-by-step practical way on how you can put your big financial goals into smaller strategizing ways so that you can actually achieve those big goals. That's all that I have for you today. Until next time, see ya!